Good afternoon and welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. As stated, we've been saying it all along. Ahead of the May 29th inauguration, uh, um, the people, man, you see on the right, Buhari hands over transition documents to Tinubu ahead of May 29. May 29. Let's go into it. He also handed over. Was the baton of service, indicating that the government is a continuum. President Buhari on Thursday handed over the transition documents to the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The files, which contains the key documents, comprise of briefing notes on each of the 9 priority areas covering key sectors. A compendium which captures the priority programs and projects implemented by his administration and the policy status updated were also handed to the president-elect. This document, these as in it should be these documents were given to Tinubu at the State House Conference Center in Abuja after he and his vice president-elect Kashim Shettima were conferred with the national honors of the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic and Grand Commander of the Order of Niger. The president also handed over the baton of service to the president-elect, indicating that government is a continuum. The ceremony is the first in a series of events lined up for the May 29th inauguration. This is the first time in the history of transitions in Nigeria that the transition process has been driven under an execution order 14 signed by President Buhari. The order sets the process of the presidential transition on a path of for legislation which will institutionalize it. Let me say that again. Which will institutionalize it. There you go. We got there in the end. What's the point of me making this discussion? What's the point of me talking about this? It's just like I said before. I've said it before. It doesn't matter whether you're for this or against it. It doesn't matter. What is happening is that Nigeria is going to is still ongoing. That doesn't mean that people support it or agree with it or agree with the fraudulent 1999 constitution. It's a continuum, like they're saying. What we do need to do, and I cannot overemphasize it, participation of our people in this process is key. I cannot overemphasize it. We must, as people, participate in our governance. We have to participate in our governance. Unless we do that, nothing will change. Nothing, and I mean nothing will change. I'm just trying to check one or two things to make sure I get it. I'm getting the right feel of things. But anyway, I'll give you a better update about that later on. But what I want us to do is we have to impress upon all of us. I've been saying the programs I've been doing the last 2 or 3 days of a week or so now has been geared towards preparing us for what is to come. And what is to come is that unless we, the citizens, participate in governance, already the constitution that we're using, we didn't participate in it. There's no referendum. So the only opportunity to have is to use the powers that were conferred on us within that fraudulent constitution to now impose ourselves as citizens, as sovereigns on the system. The system must bend to the will of the citizens. The fraudulent system must bend to the will of the citizens, and it is only through participation that can be achieved. So I just wanted to say that in case just to talk about things and make sure we're aware of it. So like you heard, Buhari hands over transition documents to President-elect Tinubu. All of the other things will go on. Keep in mind, like I said, it doesn't matter who is the president. What matters is at what are we participating in our government. It doesn't matter who is the president. What matters is, are we participating in our governance? That is what every one of us must begin to do immediately. So I cannot overemphasize that. The song says, how long una go to suffer? You will continue to suffer unless and until you participate in your governance. So I'm here to restate that unequivocally. I hope that makes sense. Please leave your thoughts and comments. Let's hear from you. You've been watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please help us share this podcast, help us reach more people. We need to grow the platform. We really need your support in growing Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. We are here to really enlighten our people. We really have the power. Collectively working together within our communities, we can get the infrastructures we need. But we must participate in our governance by holding those we elect to office, every one of them, hold them to account. So our focus must be on that. They need to explain to us where the monthly allocation is going. They have to explain that to us. So you're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Leave a comment. Let's hear from you. Thank you, and bye for now.